mission statement for our program is, through God, feeding my starving children will strive to eliminate malnutrition and starvation in children throughout the world by helping to instill compassion in a generation that hears and responds to the cries of those in need until all are fed. Therefore, our mission statement gives off the goals and capabilities of what our program does. As everyone knows, hunger and starvation is a national pandemic that most individuals, especially children, have to endure. In doing so, our program helps lessen the number as well as make our community closer together.
So what is Feed My Starving Children? Feed My Starving Children is an organization that helps to pack meals to send to areas that are dealing with the problem of malnutrition. Hunger is still causing nearly half of deaths in children that are 5 years old and younger. And from that data on the Feed My Starving Children website, they estimate that at least 6,200 kids die per day from causes related to malnutrition. Feed My Starving Children is dedicated to seeing every child whole in body and spirit, and they work with food distribution partners that stay with communities for more than just a couple weeks at a time, and they empower them to move from relief to development. The meals that they provide, they're developed by food science and nutrition professionals to supplement nutritional needs and reduce problems with malnutrition. Nutrition allows children to grow, thrive, and develop their full potential. And they're ran by donations from people that are just like us for the meal ingredients. And then volunteers help pack the meals, and then the meals are donated to Feed My Starving Children food partners around the world, where kids are fed and their lives are changed because of it.
To get involved with Feed My Starving Children is to either fundraise or volunteer. You can do both those things on their website, but if you're looking to volunteer, all you have to do is pick a location and time slot available and sign up for it. Before attending your volunteer time slot, you should review the volunteering policies. Once you arrive, you can expect to hand pack rice, soy, dried vegetables, and other nutritional foods. You'll then box, seal, and label the package to make sure it's ready to be shipped out around the world to those in need. It is really as simple as that to give a little bit of time to make a big difference in someone's life. This is the perfect organization for a college student especially because it doesn't take any money. It just takes a little bit of time and effort. This is one of the reasons I like this organization so much, because it's so quick and easy to help out.
Feed My Starving Children is a Christian nonprofit organization. I've had the pleasure of volunteering with this organization multiple times. Every time I would go in, they would give us a brief overview of safety, sanitation, and then they would set us up at individual stations at tables where we would package meals in the right proportions to send to impoverished areas and third world countries where kids are going hungry. This organization's mission is to continue to distribute and feed the hungry until all are fed. One thing that I really enjoyed about this organization was that after we were done packaging the meals, we all came back together collectively as a group, and they went over just how much our work that day would have impacted kids around the world. So they told us exactly how many meals we packaged, exactly how much money it cost to package those meals, and how many kids we would be helping with the hour or two that we spent there that day. And it was like thousands of kids. We had fed thousands of kids just by coming in, volunteering, and packing up that food. It is super easy to get involved with this organization. They have a very user-friendly website. You go, you find a time that works for you, you find a location that works for you, and you show up. They make it fun. It's rewarding. There are also many ways to donate to this organization through their website. And one of their major bragging rights is that it only takes 25 cents to make open a meal. So even if you only donate $1, you think of that as you're feeding 4 children for a single meal. And I think that that's pretty awesome. So I would encourage anyone who can to get involved.
COVID-19 has impacted Feed My Starving Children in many different ways. All of their packing sites are still open and they are asking for volunteers. Though they're asking for volunteers, they ask that you come prepared to wear a mask and they are checking temperatures when you arrive. They ask that if you have had any signs and symptoms in the last 24 hours that you please stay at home and reschedule a shift for when you're feeling a little better. Upon arrival to volunteer at Feed My Starving Children, they will take your temperature, and if you or anyone in your group has a temperature above 100.4, you will be sent home and asked to reschedule and volunteer another time.